Hey guys, Twisted Auto here, Norman. Taking the day off, I'm gonna hang out with my wife, but I did a ceramic coating last night and I talked to the customer when he picked it up and he loved the details. He loved that I walked him around his car, showed him around his car, told him what I did, what happened, what I fixed, what I found out, how he can protect his car. And he said, Norman, what are all the steps? Because if it only takes 40 minutes to apply ceramic coating, I could have just done it myself. I'm like, well, okay. So I brought all these bottles out. I was like, I start with a shampoo, tar remover, iron fallout remover. This is a soap that I use strictly for my clay barring, heavy compound remover, buffer, and then I do 50-50 isotropic alcohol. And he said, well, fuck that. I'm not doing all that. Thank you for doing it, paid, and just said, dude, love it, peace, and left. But now I'm gonna go into details about it because I think a lot of customers are being bamboozled because I hear prices out there at $300, $400 for a ceramic coating. I don't price that, that's ridiculous, because these are the steps I take even for the basic 1 year ceramic coating, because these are the steps that'll make sure that that ceramic does not fail. And I'm gonna start right now. So this is specifically for detailers, car enthusiasts, and also the consumer. If your detailer is not showing you their steps, they're not doing steps. I'll just put it to that. Alkaline based soap. The reason why I use Alkaline, it is super aggressive on eating away at salts, contaminants, debris, dirt, grime, oils, all of that, to where it's great on. I use this on exterior, tires, door jams, and engine. And it just peels away at the garbage, to where when I add in a wax, an oil, shiner, it is a brand new canvas. So I always start with this. Now this is where it gets tricky. I'll either do the asphalt remover if you have heavy tar and asphalt buildup on the exterior of your car. This I can use on a microfiber and just wipe it off. And then I go over it with an iron fallout remover that I spray on the glass, and then I spray on all the metal panels. I let it sit for 3 to 5 minutes. And then that gets me to the point of making sure that the iron or whatever embedded stuff that the tar remover or that I just missed because the tar wasn't that high up to get to. I leave this on 3 to 5 minutes. And the reason why I can time this pretty good is I use a Scotch-Brite white. And the reason why I use this on the windows to take care of any grime, heavy buildup, residue that could be on the glass as well. That way it's a perfect clean window, and that way there's no grime that will fall and stick to the paint as it's being washed off again. Once I get done with this as my second or third step, I move over to Meguiar's Detailer. This is D110. It's one of the best soaps on the market from my personal point of view. Reason why it has a very high concentration of chemicals, and to where you can literally use this for mixing or metering systems. It says on the bottle, it's a 400 to 1 chemical ratio is what you can do with it. I do 1 to 2 ounces in a spray bottle that I use with my clay bar mitt. I don't use clay bars because I have big fucking hands. It's not happening. So I move over a clay bar and I put it in hot water to make the clay a lot more tackier, so that way when I'm picking up the last bit of tar, dirt, grime that could be embedded in the paint, it's getting picked out. After that, I wash off the car, dry it, ensure that the door jambs are dry. My nemesis, the side mirrors that hold water in the little cup that attaches to the door, or behind the mirror of the side mirror, that water likes to just stay hidden until you start ceramic coating and it says, look at me, I'm here. And I use a heavy compound. Once I'm done with this, I do microfiber 91%, or if you can find it, 99% isotropic alcohol, 50-50 mix in a bottle. That's what you should do. That's what I do. It's aggressive enough to remove the wax. It's not aggressive enough to damage the clear coat. But the trick is, do not spray that directly on the car. You want to spray it on the microfiber. That way the microfiber is picking it up, not just moving it around. Because if you spray it on the car and you try to pick it up, you're really just sloshing it around, because that alcohol is already drying and adhering to that area primarily of where you sprayed. So spray on a microfiber, not on the paint. After this is done, I go back with my air gun, ensure no water is coming out of any spot in that or on that car. And I use a new pair of gloves, like a surgeon, to apply that microfiber. And I usually just buy these off of Amazon. They're awesome, they're inexpensive, and they're very good actually. I have big hands, so I got bigger ones. So these are, they say for polishing, but I just use them for ceramic. And they're like 3.5 inches by 1.5. Perfect, that way you can get the one side, dial it in, and then you wait 20-30 minutes for it to get tacky. That way it's actually adhering to the clear coat, it's sticking on there, and then you start microfibering. You need about 6. If you have a Kia Sorento, you need about 6 to 8 rags. Anything larger than that car, you're gonna be at 8 to 12 rags, and you can't reuse them. As soon as that hardens, those rags are gonna be basically sandpaper if you try to use them on glass again or paint. The best you can probably use them for is tires and wheels, but then I wouldn't run it through my washing machine. It's just a bad thing. So that's the only downside about ceramic coating, is the rags are now trash. You can't use them again. Namaste. And that's it. Like, that's the full process. I hope that was intuitive. Just to let you know, the prices on this, this is what it costs for me. So, because I live in Alaska, 150. I think this was about 50, 55. This was 120. This was like another 60, 70. This was another, I think this was, I want to say 60 for this. This you can get anywhere. This is Fred Meyer's. Any convenience store, you can get it, but don't get anything lower than 91%, or otherwise the dilution ratio will be just garbage. And then I buy these by the box. I don't know. It was like $2,200. So hopefully that's intuitive. Hopefully that gives you a lot of knowledge to at least know that you get what you pay for. You know, somebody's coming in saying it's $400 a ceramic coat. I'm guaranteeing they're doing this quickly on this. I don't know how serious they're doing that, and then they go ceramic coating. So they might do 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, maybe. I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get to the last step. And then I just throw in to make your glass perfectly clean. But make sure you ask these hard questions, like, hey, what is your process? If they hit something back with just like, well, you know, we do it professionally, we buy the bottles from whatever company. It's not hard getting certified with these companies, because guess what they're in the business for? Selling the ceramic coating. They don't care. Oh, the car looks good in the photos. Nobody's doing like high res photos to ensure that they are doing picture perfect quality, you know, showroom quality. So always be wary about that. You know, does your detailer know the difference on heavy compound, light compound, medium compound? Do they understand the clay bar? Do they understand fallout remover? Why do they pick a soap specifically? Like, these are the questions you should ask, because this will protect your vehicle's longevity. Because if they fail on any of this, it's damaging your car to where it's kind of irreparable unless you just repaint your car. I've even seen cars that get the plastic gets burnt because they buffed the paint, but they didn't tape over the plastic, stuff like that. They didn't clay bar properly to where the person's car now has ceramic coated dirt and debris. So I've seen it all, and I think that's what's important about doing this video, is because I don't want somebody to end up in that kind of shit-tastic situation. So there you go. Peace.